got yourself some gross meat-covered explosives, but now what? Well, use your imagination. The trappers sure did. Any hungry carnivore is sure to be drawn in by the smell of fresh meat. So this one time, Chuck, he was the guy who came up with this crazy idea. He laid out explosive bait along the trail after a raid. Then, when the responders came looking for us with their tracking dogs, well, let's just say the hounds lost their scent. You know, because their heads were blown off. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. I don't care what you use your bait on. Just use it to kill some things that would kill and eat you. Let me know how it works for you. Let's hear it for brutal efficiency! Yeah! I guess the trappers didn't mind taking shrapnel out of their claws. As cool as the trappers were, diehards were the exact opposite. We call them that because their stubborn asses refused to give up their dignity and couldn't bear to commit unprovoked violence. Pacifists. I don't know much about their special tactics. Did they have any? I don't know. Go find a death claw and make friends with it or something. about you. It's probably a good time to teach you that not everyone can be your friend out there. That's the real takeaway from the diehards. Moving on, the Blackwater Bandits were known for being sneaky thieves. Let me tell you, they once hit a Brotherhood of Steel camp. Insane, right? They snuck right past the guards and stole guns, ammo, mini nukes, you name it. Right out from under the poor bastards while the rest of them slept. Next thing you know, the knights moved on out with their tails between their legs. New arsenal. Well, still have heavily armed super mutants. Go steal from them. Sneak around. Maybe you won't have to fight them all. But really, all I care about is the gun stash. Might be a good haul, might not. There's only one way to find out.
Need to smash.
Ooh, what'd you find? A missile launcher? Bet you could cause some real damage with that. Ooh. Whatever you picked up, keep it. You've earned it. Okay, this one's a little disgusting, but it's ruthless, so I like it. Ugh, my stomach turns just thinking about this. Then again, I haven't been hungry in a while, so who knows how desperate I'll be when I am and there's no more food to eat. Kinda like the gourmands. We called them that instead of what they really were. Cannibals. I'm not gonna make you eat anyone, but let's go through the exercise anyway. I saw a roaming pack of feral ghouls I want you to hunt down. They're always good for target practice anyway. I'm not saying the gourmands had the right idea. Ugh. But no one can claim they went hungry eating human or ex-human flesh. Just use a toothpick or something before you come back to visit. I don't want to catch a whiff of rotting ghoul flesh on your breath.
time I miss being inside the
I
vault.
don't like the fog. Even just a mist makes it harder to see.
Can't believe I lost my Nuka Tapper saves. Ah.
The board says our walls and turrets will keep the raiders out. Sure hope he's right.
Would go ahead and eat that. Ugh. I can't make you do it, but you're not gonna chicken out on me, are ya? Either way, it's time to report back. never catch me eating my own kind. Ugh, I just don't have the stomach for it. But I guess the gourmands did. Anyway, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out there. Cannibalism or whatever. Good job, I guess. You're back. Why are you looking at me like you want something? Your reward is the knowledge you've gained from me. Congratulations! Hell, whatever. You can have some more stuff I got laying around too. I feel like I trust you enough now to let you in on a little secret. My old raider pals left a cache of treasure behind when they all checked out. Problem is, it's locked away and I can't get in there. Double problem, no one trusted each other enough to give anyone complete access to the treasure. So they split up the key. See, each gang's leader had a holotape with their own personal password on it. Find them all so I can patch them together and make the master key. It's more technical than that, but you wouldn't understand. Check out Blackwater Mine first. That's the last place we heard from Freddie Lang, the leader of the Blackwater Bandits. Pretty sure she had a terminal there. Might be worth a look-see. I'll be straight with you. I think we're past the point where I just want to use you to further my own goals. I may be starting to like you. Now, I don't want you thinking your pal Rose is going soft on you, so let me just say this. If you ever get it in your head to screw me over, I will gut you with this here saw and string your entrails up like Christmas tinsel. Nothing personal.
Greetings. Detection error. System is currently offline. Authorization denied until ventilation process is complete. Please return later.
Rose here. Not that I'm a creep, but I was watching you through the viewfinder again and saw you enter the mine. Can you still hear me? Whatever. It's not like you can radio back. Anywho, if I recall, we completely lost track of the Blackwater Bandits back in '96. Freddy wasn't looking too good last time we saw her alive. Not her usual bright and spirited self. Real sick. Her hair looked awful. Something happened in that mine hideout of theirs. Not sure what, but if you can figure it out, I bet you'd be able to track down that key fragment. I'll catch up with you when I see you crawl out of that cave.
Foreman Hibbs, United States Department of Energy. Blackwater Mine has changed a lot over the years. Plenty of you already know what happens when a mine tunnel hits groundwater. So the pump shouldn't be too surprising. But yeah, just to put any rumors to bed, we're also trying some new ways of getting at those precious rocks. And yes, it involves melting the uranium while it's still underground and siphoning it up. Sure beats hauling it by hand. If it works. I don't think that means any of you are getting extra time off. Stop listening to this and get back to work.
it, huh? I'm just gonna assume you did and move on. Let's check with the trappers next. They had a camp out near the Devil's Backbone, so they could keep an eye out along the road from the southeast. We never did find out what happened to them. We were spread pretty thin by the time they disappeared. Someone or something probably got to them. Maybe they left a note behind, or some other clue. They were real outdoorsy types, like camping and hunting, so be careful searching the camp for their piece of the key. If it wasn't obvious, they were really into traps.
your service, sir. May I be of assistance? Serve and protect. May I be of assistance? Serve and protect. At your service, sir. At your service, sir. May I be of assistance?
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring. Need anything?
Now that that's settled, did Miss Rucker have any other requests I could help with?
Well, not
I wish they'd tell us what
asked,
all of those construction workers are up to.
Go on,
Look at
dear.
what a mess
You know
they're
I'm
making.
thrilled to help if I can.
Security incident detected. Filing. Report. Done.
Good day, sir. Interested in a bit of sport? I'm armor and kit for your next expedition.
Please do not interfere with resort security patrols. Welcome to Bespoke, the finest tailoring in Appalachia. Not that that's saying much.
Attention! Sir! Arms and armament awaiting inspection, sir!
Come in, come in. Welcome to Elegance. Our master stylists are only available by appointment, but you're welcome to look around.
Welcome to the White Springs Spa. Please take any of the spa suites in the back. Someone should be with you eventually.
Please refrain from theft, looting, assault. Guest security is our priority.
Sir?
And recording. All right. What are we looking at?
I've got nothing.
Really, Lou? Really? You set up the damn things. Don't tell me you don't know how to hack them. Can't you just shut them off or keep them from turning on us? There has to be a way.
Paula.
No. Really, no. I'm sorry, Paula. We've tried everything. Not just me. Every guest who can work a terminal. We've been locked out. We're getting kicked out, and there's nothing we can do.
Paula, how's the training going?
Friedrich's classes are a joke, but the guests have been pitching in. The Warrens picked up a few things on safari. Sergeant Tomlinson's been teaching marksmanship.
Tomlinson? That crank who thinks the communists are bugging his room?
Yeah, best we got.
God.
At least people have been stocking up. The all-you-can-carry shopping spree was a hit. No one turned that down. Anyone have anything else? Robert, how are things?
Keeping on.
Good. The gala's on Sunday. So, this may be our last staff meeting. Whatever happens, we did all we could this past year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Security patrol status, nominal. The current threat level is red. Due to the current security situation, all hotel policies will be strictly enforced.
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any naysayers.
Don't bother talking to that person from Crater.
Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment. That will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf.
Nothing else.
Perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them.
From everything. Is that even possible?
I wish they'd tell us what all of those
What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for.
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent.
Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause.
From Crater scratched my chassis on the way in. How rude.
Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing, of course, being the ultrasight battery cells, which fuel the vertibird. Ultracells, if you prefer. Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded. Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the Pit Union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark.
Too much work.
Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
This place is a little too cushy.
The White Spring is fabulous this time of year.
It's funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper, just the two of us. Everything changes. They got rid of the donuts, and the staff, and the whole world.
Need anything?
The spot, it's still here.
We're gonna need more jumpsuits.
Joyce did her best. They all did. I hope they make it out there. As for me, I'm going to stay right here. Have one last
I heard
donut.
about what happened in Morgan.
Whatever happens,
I know
happens.
it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere
Everything
safe
changes.
and not somewhere
But
like
in
that.
the end, I can't imagine a place I'd rather be.
I heard there's a chess set around here, if you ever want to play.
A safe
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade what I got that I don't need for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. And what keeps her in the air are those ultrasight cells Orlando keeps locked up. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll get you all the juice you need. AVR Medical Center down in Charleston should have what we're looking for. So, what do you say? Want to help the responders make a difference?
In the world if I've ever seen one.
Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you.
Helping people is our chief.
Good luck out there.
The cool uniform is just a nice bonus.
Been a long time coming, but the responders are back. For
You'd
good.
think with all
this
that
time.
tinkering Skippy does, that he'd have come up with something more medicinal.
Don't bother talking to that person from Crater. Nasty bunch, aren't they?
A dash of this. A sprinkle of that. Perfection.
Oh, how are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paid.
They keep coming. They just keep coming. Rob saw them first. 3. Just 3. Out on the 7th. Easy shots from up here. At first, we thought it was fun. Tried to see who could pick them off. Extra points for the head. Then Rob went missing. Went down to the range. It wasn't far. It wasn't back by dark. Then Ted, Zach, Phil, Mark. God, Mark. They dragged him. I can still hear him screaming. Now we're 3. Just 3. Can't run. Can't hold. Can't. They're coming. They're coming!
Sorry I'm not much for conversation. Alice will talk my ear off.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off.
What do you call a
It's a
rad
shame.
stag on a stage?
I can't get at the back by myself.
A deer in stage lights. Ha! That one always gets me.
Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Always make sure to boil your water before you drink it. I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorch once.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
If I didn't keep tallies, I'd have no way of counting how many days I've been in Appalachia.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy? There's times you gotta accept the cards you were dealt and
But Rocker
learn to make the
wants
best
us
of them.
sober on the job.
Need a hand? Getting a little bored sitting around here all day. This carpet was a pretty bold choice, and not one I would have made.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing now.
I'm still getting used to sleeping with both eyes closed.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Considering all the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
That Skippy guy's a little crazy, but I can't help but like him.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
Oh, these robots sure make my job easier.
If you're caught out and about with no place to go, the responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
If only Ellison would put as much work into the refuge as he does into the Brotherhood, we'd have utterly destroyed the fanatics by now.
There's no problem too big to solve.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh. And only a few rats.
Protectrons are kinda cute when they're just wearing a bow tie and not shooting lasers at you.
We could always use an extra hand around here.
I can't remember the last time I ran my hand through clear water.
Oh, the work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy is it tiring.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. More important things to worry about?
spare supplies burning a hole in your pocket,
As long
why
as I
not
stay
help
inside
us
this
help
lovely
others?
refuge, I'm all
You're
good.
already here. You might as well invest in the future.
Orlando is very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us.
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants, golf club, resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing? Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing. You should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but
Let me check my notes. We always need molded plastic. You can never have too much of it, and I gotta be honest, we don't have enough. I'd love it if you could help us with, 50 pieces? We could do a surprising amount of good for a surprising amount of people. You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. We might need a lot of things, but you know how it is. Poor in one way, rich in another. I'll put together some of what we can spare for you. And I've got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
Hope you're doing all right, Mama.
That's my bitch. If you see anyone struggling out in Appalachia, be sure to tell them about the White Spring. Folks don't join the responders for caps. They join to make a difference.
Tannen! Another scotch!
Ma'am. What about you, Liz? Have you made up your mind yet?
Oh, Bill's keen on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us. Evans? That Snake?
He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer.
Can you imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston, no less. It always was a slum. Now, with refugees swarming like flies... No. The resorts are the better option. If the White Spring won't have us, we should try Pleasant Valley. Even Sunnytop. Sunnytop? Really? I'm not there for the skiing. Or the clientele. But I'd rather stay at a shoddy lodge than take my chances with whatever may be going on down.
Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process.
I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and
Good
the pièce de
afternoon.
résistance, the venison.
Lunch is now being served. Please have a seat.
I wouldn't want to be
Please
Rucker.
seat
I never thought
yourself.
A single person could
A
be so
waiter
spread so thin.
will be with you shortly.
Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
My friend, I hope you will stop by and join us for dinner sometime.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few
I could
rats.
really use a drink, but Rucker wants us sober on the job.
I hope you get some death claw meat soon. Its tenderness is magnifique.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I can't wait until dinner.
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
No mouth in Appalachia will go hungry with Chef Esme around.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included. This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before cutting me off. It's a shame. I can't get the back by myself.
This is smelling delicious. Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper now.
A safe haven filled with
Sorry,
people
I'm not
trying
much
to help others?
That
It
was some
feels
type
like
of
I
hero.
died and gone to heaven.
I heard about
Or
what
hell,
happened
if
in
you look out the
Morgantown.
window.
I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe, not somewhere like that.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing now.
I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
Oh no, the stew has burned. Do not be discouraged though. Without failure, here is your stew. Something is hopefully either the settler or raider representative.
Oh, the work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
Helping people is our chief mission. The cool uniforms are just a nice bonus.
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and... burned stew? Is this all that the refuge can...
Why even bother helping people who can't help themselves?
Sir?
I've been having a lot of nightmares lately. I think it's...
Think about it, just keep doing your job. Step right up, my friend. I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you like to go on a little vacation? That's the spirit. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid vertebrate flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals. Sounds like a deal, right? And now that's what I'm talking about. A little landowner you've agreed to help out, and I'm sure they get word back to the city leaders. And hey, you come right back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? I'm your one-stop guide to the city.
If you see anyone struggling out in Appalachia, be sure to tell them about the White Spring.
Glad to help out. You let me know if you have any more questions.
I bet Rock could use a trinket to cheer her up. Poor girl always looks exhausted. An abundance of trinkets for sale, available for your perusal. Well, maybe...
ain't gonna happen inside this refuge.
Let's give you guys a little.
Curios and curiosities. Today?
May I be of assistance? Please do not
Dave.
interfere with resource.
Dave, honey, it's Joyce. I don't know if you'll ever get this, but I wanted to make sure there was something here if you came looking. If you made it. God, where to start? It's about 2:30 in the morning, New Year's, 2079. I've been here for the past year since the war. Me, a couple of the staff, about 100 guests, and the robots. Never thought I'd be grateful for the robots. We made out all right. Even made me manager. Can you believe it? But we have to go. Paula and I. We're leaving for Charleston in the morning. I've missed you and the girls. I missed you so much. Take care of them for me, all right? All my love. Always.
Mr. Ainsley, I wanted to remark upon the fascinating design you bring in golf course. You appear to have 7 holes. 7. What a curious number. 9 I could understand. Or perhaps 6 played thrice. But 7? Most courses put ever so much effort into varying their holes. You will appear to have liked your 3rd so much, you repeated it immediately. Or take the cart paths. One normally takes such little note of them. I had a wonderful chance to reflect on that during the 3-mile drive from the 5th hole to the 6th. And then 7. 7. Such a slope. It would make a fabulous ski run. Not that teeing off with a 400-yard putt wasn't a unique experience. I confess, when I heard you had carved up your championship golf course for housing tracks, I was concerned it might have impacted the quality a little. Clearly, I underestimated the scope of your ambition. Cordially yours, Henrietta Winchester.
Do you ever look up at the stars and wonder if anything else is out there? All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the White Spring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The White Spring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the White Spring.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.